Hello peoples, welcome back to making football in D&D. Since I guess the last video got more views than I usually do on these, my regular videos. So why not? I'm probably not the best person to be doing this, but I'm probably as far as I know, I'm the only one who's doing this. So, last time I pretty much just covered like the speed being the same and started making the football item. For this video, I'll be doing a little bit of edits on the football item, and I'll be making armor, or custom armor for the custom football armor. Last video I recorded on the day that I was scheduled to release, so it came out a bit late. Now that I'm able to record this earlier, it should go better. It should release on schedule. My previous short also was a bit behind schedule, but that was because I accidentally messed up the scheduling. Let's get into what you're actually here for. I'm gonna edit this wording really quickly because I don't know everything about football, but I do know that it's not uncommon for players to make them self-scope, like make them self-scope prone, or however you put that in football terms, to avoid being tackled with force, so they could also avoid, fumbling or being knocked backwards. There, so that should be a little bit. That should be a little more specific. I think I should also believe they were capitalized like this. I can't remember how, like, the real specifically. I believe those were those things were capitalized like that. I have to double check. We're gonna save changes there. Maybe if I just do this, because I believe I can use this to modify it here. Okay, let's do bludgeoning. It should be -4. No, probably should be more than that. -6. If they can... No. -10. You shouldn't be able to do damage with a football. Save that. So now I pulled up Raj Stormgrips, my wizard character sheet. I'm going to add the football onto him to see how it looks now. Where was it? Where is it? It should be here. Football, there you go. Dang, where's the receipt? Oh, no, it didn't work. What's -10? Let you think. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. Okay. I feel like it was some bonus of some kind, though. Can't remember exactly. I was the one who edited the video. No one else is gonna do it, but... Okay, I checked my video. It said bonus magic. Let me just... There, okay. Wait, hold on. I believe that also affects hitting, though. Save. Come on, save, please. Okay. -4 to hit. It should do no piercing, -4 piercing damage. But it also affects the hit DC. Unless, what did I do for this again? Right, it doesn't even, no, they have to be hit. Well, let me think about this. I think they have to be hit first, and then they have to catch it, because you can miss, or you can be hit by it, but you don't, or to hit you if you don't catch it. And usually people who play the football. And usually people in the higher up, like, football leagues are going to be better, so they'd probably, in this case, they would have higher dexterity and the better better sleight of him. So let me fix this. Can we do maybe advantage? Bonus. Okay, so we're gonna actually delete this. Yes. Oh. So we will just put something really quick. We'll just put something really quick here to make sure. Actually, no, I think I had a plan for this. Actually, no. I'm gonna actually put that on the. We're gonna put it on the armor. So we're gonna put that on the armor. Actually, we save these changes, and we're gonna go back here to do another magic item because armor. No. Okay, let me just look up something quick. Let me just. Okay, so here's the thing. We want it to be 15, but we don't want a dexterity. I don't think we want it. Unless we do. Okay, here we go. Here's what I'm thinking. Thinking padded armor. Here we go. Oh boy, it's gonna make me do something like this. Hold up. Wait, no, hold on. Okay. Padded +1. Unless we do this, or I can just delete this, whatever. Come on, create. Okay, first we're going to change this here. Okay. So we're going to delete all of this. And we're gonna delete these, yeah. Okay, what the heck? Okay, what? Delete this! We have to hit save changes first for it actually do anything. Disney quiet, okay, good for you. I don't need it yet. I don't need to work on it yet. Now delete these. Okay. We're in this. We're going to common. It's common armor. It's definitely armor. Version 1. Maybe I should have updated that one. Nah, that's fine. Armor padded, yep. Because if they add the dexterity scoring, and usually you'd have a lot of dexterity when playing. So it means they'll even have 11, they'll have anywhere from 11 to 16 if they have normal dexterity. If they have 0 dexterity, they'll have 11. If they have what's usually maximum, they'll have 16. Of course, if they're a monk, they'll have to do more, so you have to lower that. You have to keep it low for that. Strength requirement. Well, usually not. Usually when playing football, you usually have to have a certain amount of strength to play. Let's just add 12. No. Just keep it at 10, normal 10. No, it doesn't. Wait, did I hit this? I don't remember doing that. Oh, it was there because it was based off the piercing one, whatever. Okay, now we can edit the description. So most of this is already done because it's well, the game rules are because the game rules are already in place for, you know, hitting people, like being hit like by the ball or by other players. But here's the thing. But here's the thing. They have they have kind of like tackling-ish kind of rules already in the game. They're, you know, grappling and shoving. Grappling is just you hold them. Grappling is just you hold them. Shoving, you know, you can either push them 5 feet away or causing them to be prone. And I have thought this a little bit before the video started, so it wasn't as much at a loss for words. For grappling, if you grapple them, they don't have a chance for they don't have a chance to get prone. But if you shove them, they will. But monks have Fury of Blows, so they can do those during their Fury of Blows because they count as bludgeoning attacks. Well, because they count as unarmed strikes. So I'm thinking, if you're wearing their armor, then they try to shove you. The first time you can choose to only be pushed 5 feet away. Your first time being pushed that play, but any other time after that during the play, they can choose to cause you to be prone. And I know players usually run on the outside, like near the outside, so that if they get pushed 5 feet away, they just go out of bounds, so they don't have to risk. So in this case, they wouldn't be risking going, you know, fumbling the ball as much. But if they're in the middle, they would have to, if they're running like closer, like further away from the outside, they'll have to choose. They still have the chance to choose to make themselves go prone at the end of the turn, so they don't get, you know, knocked prone and fumbling the ball. I also, that's right, I have to make a way to pick up the, like, determine who picks up the ball. Well, then again, it might be someone on your turn. I'll have to probably write down as a sleight of hand check, though. Because multiple people... Here's the thing in D&D. Every turn in a round, it's supposed to be happening at the same time. So we'll probably have to add a sleight of hand check to the football. So let me add it here. Let me add the idea of the going prone and or 5 feet away, whatever. Yeah. Well, let me also first add the not taking damage from the football. Another thing, if they can't risk pushing you, if they can't risk you getting, they can't as. Alright. Another thing is if they don't want to risk, you know, pushing you away, and then if they can't push you and then try knocking you prone right after, and they don't want to risk you getting they don't want to risk you getting away as much. They can also choose to instead try to grapple you, which won't lead to you fumbling, but it will lead to you being tackled. There's another thing to think about is opportunity attacks here. If the defense is trying to get past the offense, and they run by them, and they run out of their reach, they would, in D&D, the offense would have an opportunity attack, which would probably be grappling. I don't know exactly. I don't know which side can tackle and which can't, honestly. They can also, before the defense gets to the quarterback, whatever, then the offense can try to do something about that. They'll have has a chance to do something about it. You know. I don't know. I think we probably need the test run so far in order to figure out if it has any problems. As far as I know, if anyone sees some obvious things I need to put into D&D terms, you have to let me know. I think I should have I should make the field goal thing too, though. Right? Field goal will be a bit harder because I don't know what I would make it. Like, I don't think it would be an item. Unless you had like it set down and grew into one, but that could. It definitely would have like a DC, like an armor class or something. Maybe I make it a creature. That would probably be what I would have to do. But then again, I have to check. Okay, let me save changes here. What was it there's one thing I had to add here, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, right, the sleight of hand check thing. I only have to check really quickly. I'm gonna add it so that when you're kicking it, you have the short range is 10 feet longer. 10 yards. Okay, there's that. So let me add the fumbling thing. So far I got, when a ball is dropped by cause of being knocked prone, it is considered fumbled. On a player's turn as an action, they can attempt to make a sleight of hand check DC, and I'm trying to think of the DC. I think, because I'm thinking like it's not too bad of an idea if like who picks it up is based on, you know, initiative and all that stuff. You have to roll initiative at the beginning of it. I think it would be fair to roll initiative at the beginning of each play, maybe. I should write down fish. Okay, I probably have to write down the rules. So the question is, how easy do I make this? I think if everyone's gonna have a lot of more dexterity, I think it'd be fair to have this DC be like 12, maybe. That is a bit low, but you know, it's not. I think 12 is fair. We're expecting a lot of dexterity in this. Let me up this to 1.1. Save changes. And I think that's about all I have for this episode. If there's anything I still need to cover, let me know, because I'm not sure what I still need to cover. Or any rules that you want me to write down, like come up with in D&D's terms. Let me know. Alright, I still need to do the field goal, right? The goal posts and stuff, you know, whatever they're called. I also still probably have to account for magical stuff. Have bards be cheerleader. Have rules on bards being cheerleaders and all that stuff. Well, we'll see. I'll just end this here. I don't know how long this is because I cut a lot of stuff out. But yeah, thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this. If you know someone who likes both football and D&D, you can share this with them if you want. I know it's not the most official looking video ever, but consider leaving a like for me if you want. It does help the algorithm, you know, get these videos out there, showing people. Yeah, that's all I have for today, so I'll see you yesterday.